Welcome everybody to my channel. I am the Model Citizen, and today in this video I'm going to show you not one, not two, not three, but four different servers, Linux servers that I run on my PlayStation 3 in other OS, Linux. Here's a picture of my setup currently. If you've been following my channel, then you may be used to seeing my PS3 in the cabinet under my TV, but I recently moved it to its current location on my desk. It runs a little bit cooler here, which is nice. And that's my desktop PC behind it. It's a home-built PC, and that's my router on top. So this is my current setup. So yeah, the first of the four servers that I'm going to be showing you today is one that all Linux administrators will be familiar with. It's SSH. And using SSH, I can log into my PlayStation 3 through a terminal like this. Okay, how do we know that we're logged into a real PlayStation 3? I can show you. Here's my CPU info. There it is. Our CPU is the Cell Broadband Engine, and our platform is the PS3. Okay, if you're not familiar with SSH, what are some of the cool things that you can do over SSH? Well, one of the things that I SSH to my PS3 for is to do my Java homework for my Java classes that I'm taking at school. Check out this directory here. This is a whole bunch of Java homeworks that I did for school last semester. And I can show you one of them that I'm pretty proud of. Here's the code for a program that I wrote for school. This is a GUI or graphical program. It's about 330 or 300 and some odd lines of code. Yeah, 388. I can show you how it runs. I've got a Java machine, an updated Java machine on my PS3. It's yeah, here's I'm running the IBM Java machine for PowerPC, 32-bit, and it's JRE 1.7. I actually downloaded this from the IBM website. It's still supported. So if I want to run that program that I wrote, it's Java seat reservation frame. My system's running a little bit sluggish right now, and I'll show you why in a minute. But yeah, it's going to take the Java machine a second to load my program. There it is. So yeah, this is just a simple little program. It adds records to this array, and it uses pop-up dialogues and stuff like that. And here with this button down here, I can remove the records from this area up here. And that's all the program does. It's just a little demonstration program for the GUI. So yeah, that's one thing that I can do on my PlayStation 3 over SSH is I can do my Java homework for school, and I do use it for that. Something else I can do over SSH is, see this? This is my website. If I edit my index.html. I can add a little heading here just as a demonstration. Oops. Okay, I just added a new little heading to my index page. So if I save that and go back to my website and hit refresh, now I've got a new little heading on the bottom of my index page. PS3 Linux will make you doo-doo your diapers. So, as you can see, it's one of the things that I can do over SSH is I can edit my website. And this is how I normally work on my website over SSH from my laptop. Now, I've already showed you this once, but let me show you it again. I can actually run graphical programs over SSH from my PlayStation 3. So here's some cool things that I can run from right here on my laptop, and I can bring up the graphical GUI program. For example, Thunar. This is my file manager on the PlayStation 3. It's actually also my file manager on my laptop computer. And this will bring up Thunar. See? Now, I made the mistake of running it without backgrounding it, so let me close it really fast. I'm going to rerun Thunar, but I'm going to run it as a background application so I don't lose access to my terminal. See, let's try this again. Okay, there it is. Yeah, this is Thunar on my PlayStation 3. Here's my home directory here. That's a pretty cool way that I can use SSH with my PS3. I can also run the GNOME system monitor, so I can monitor my system graphically if I want to. Yeah, here's the system information. There's my kernel number, 3.0.101-PS3. I built that kernel. Processor is the Cell Broadband Engine. Here's the system processes that I'm running right now. And here's the graphical representation of my system processes. As you can see, my two CPU threads are both pegged at 100% pretty much. I still haven't shown you yet why that's the case, but we're getting there. Down here at the bottom, this is my network activity, so I can monitor my network input and output. Yeah, so there's my system monitor. What else can I run? I can also run my web browser off of my PS3, Firefox. Or pretty much any other graphical application that you can think of. I can run over SSH from my PlayStation 3. I can bring it up right here on this desktop. Pretty cool, right? So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can do with SSH. It's not just a terminal utility. It can also be used for graphical applications. Like here's my website. one of the things that I want to make sure is that my website looks good on the old PlayStation 3 web browsers. So this is a way that I can monitor how my website looks on my PlayStation 3's Firefox. Make sure it looks the same as it does on my modern browser. Now while I've got Thunar open here on my PS3, I've got something really cool to show you. This is the second server that I'm showcasing, is my NFS server. I'm running an NFS server on my PlayStation 3, and I'm sharing this directory here, /media/PS3 NAS. Now currently, there's nothing in this directory, see? So watch this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Thunar here on my laptop. See, that's Thunar on my laptop. See the difference between them? This is old Thunar. On the right here, that's Thunar on my PS3. Get the version number. It's Thunar 1.0.2. Now this is Thunar on my laptop. It's version 4.18.6. So quite a difference, right? Between the two Thunars. Now, see how this directory is called PS3 NAS, and this directory right here on my laptop Thunar is called PS3 NAS. Those are the same directory. This is my NFS share that I share from my PlayStation 3. If I wanted to transfer a file over to my PS3, I can do so quite easily with Thunar like this. Just drag it over to PS3 NAS, and there it goes. Look, watch the size of this file. This file size is growing as it's being transferred from my laptop computer over to the PlayStation 3. So now I'm backing up this file and I'm saving it safely onto my PlayStation 3's hard drive, which this directory I'm sharing with my laptop over NFS. So that's a pretty cool way that I can use my PlayStation 3 with an NFS server. I'm going to go ahead and delete this file because I really don't need it on my PS3. Go ahead and empty the trash. Now, okay, so if that's not impressive enough for you, let me now show you. This is a way that I can bring up my my PlayStation 3's graphical desktop, the one that it's running right now, over the network. All I have to do is run my VNC client, because I'm running a VNC server on the PlayStation 3. If I hit connect, check this out. This is my desktop on my PlayStation 3. That's what my desktop looks like right now. As usual, I'm running some top programs here. I'm monitoring my my network connection, my network activity, and also this is HTOP that I'm running in the top pane here of tmux. Now here, as you can see, my my two CPU threads are both pretty much pegged at 100%, and they've been that way for quite some time now. And this is the reason why, because I'm running FFmpeg. This is a version of FFmpeg that I actually built from the source code. It's way newer than the FFmpeg that is available from the RPM Fusion repos for Fedora 12. Anyway, yeah, I built this FFmpeg and I'm using it to re-encode this file, halloween.avi to halloween.mkv. This is a project that I've been working on my PlayStation 3. See, here's, if you're familiar with FFmpeg and running it from the command line, then this should probably look pretty familiar to you. This is FFmpeg running on my PlayStation 3 and compressing the Halloween.avi into Halloween.mkv. Yeah, this is a project that I've been working on my PS3. Let me show you. I've been ripping my old collection of DVDs onto the PS3 and as ISO files basically, and ripping the ISO files to AVI files. Now AVI files are video files that are not compressed very much. So what you do is you take these AVI files and you use FFmpeg to re-encode them into like MKV or MP4 files, and it compresses them a little bit. These are all the movies that I've ripped so far onto my PS3, and yeah, I'm using FFmpeg to re-encode them into MKVs to see how they turn out. If you look at this file size, when I did this directory listing, it's 467 megabytes. If I do another directory listing, you'll see that the size of this file has increased. So check this out. Yeah, it was 467 megabytes, now it's 468 megabytes. That's because FFmpeg is running here, and it's building that file in that directory. So yeah, this is how I can bring up my my PlayStation 3's desktop over the network using VNC. Check out what else my PlayStation 3 is doing right now. It's on IRC right now, and I'm in the chat room that I generally like to hang out in. It's called PSUGND. If you're ever looking for me on IRC, you can usually find me on LiberaChat network. And look in the channel PSUGND for PS Underground. And here's my nickname here. I'm CellBEBoy. So if you're ever looking for me on LiberaChat, just look for CellBEBoy. That's me. Anyway, yeah, so I'm running IRC on my PlayStation as well. So yeah, this is my VNC server, which I can minimize if I want to, like this. See, now I've got my PS3's desktop minimized down to this icon down here. I can bring it back up anytime I want to. I'm still connected. And minimize it again. And of course, last but not least, this is my server number 4 that I want to show you guys. Obviously, it's my web server, and you can interact with this server yourself just by opening your web browser on your computer and type in www.ps3linux.net in your address bar, and that'll bring you up to this web page. This web page is hosted on my PlayStation 3, and if you haven't checked it out in a little while, then you're going to want to come back and take a look at it, because I finally got a fire lit under my ass. You know what I mean? And I finally added a whole bunch of content to my website under the PS3 Fedora tab here. Under the development tab, I put all this here. And under the emulation tab, I added some content, and also under extras. And I still have more that I'm planning to add to this website, so keep checking back here if you want to you know, stay up to date on all the stuff that I'm offering, or all the stuff that I'm trying to preserve anyway, on my webpage. That's ps3linux.net. So yeah, that's server number 4 that I'm running on my PlayStation 3. And to recap, I showed you my SSH server on my PS3, my NFS server. I showed you how that works. My VNC server, I showed you that I'm running on my PlayStation 3. And also I showed you my my HTTP, my web server that I'm also running on my PlayStation 3. So I hope this video gave you some ideas on how to on some cool ways that you can use your PlayStation 3 in Linux. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then you might want to do that. Make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to be informed about all the videos that I make in the future. All right, well, I hope you learned something, and have a excellent day. Thank you for watching my video. Goodbye.